Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. This video should be a kind of a preview or spoiler of the new set, Magic the Gathering Masters 25. It's an anniversary set for Magic's 25th birthday, so I'm pretty excited right now. I pre-ordered 2 boxes of this new set, and yeah, let's get into the cards, which I think are the most exciting or mostly needed cards to be reprinted, especially for Modern, but also for other game types. And yeah, we start. Of course, Chase the Mind Sculptor. After the unbanning a few weeks ago, we saw a lot of price how do you say it, peaks. Sometimes the people said this is just a bad idea because Chase is probably one of the best or the best Planeswalker which was ever printed. But for the heavy price increase, you see it is really important to reprint it, that it's more accessible for all people, like they play it in Modern, in Vintage, in Legacy, etc. The second card is Imperial Recruiter. For this card, it's just to say it is a few people say that it is maybe one of the most expensive cards in Magic the Gathering. So reprinting, yeah, was super important. And when you look at this card, it's just, yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, it's not really played in Modern, but in Commander, it's really a good card, I would say. So the price drop was definitely needed or is important. And maybe when the card is reprinted and is in a new set, it is probably more played in Legacy. Good. The next card, Azusa, Lost but Seeking. For this card, I haven't said that much. I mean, the trigger is pretty cool. You may play 2 additional lands on each of your turns. The card was, in the past it was a mythic, now it's a rare. It's coming back as a rare. There was a little bit of playing in Modern, but not really that much. Maybe with this reprinting, people are trying more to play this card in Modern. It would be awesome, I think. And also the price tag, it was up to $60 at the end or more, and there were a lot of price peaks. And I hope that now it's more stable. Of course, Blood Moon. It's the next card. I think Blood Moon. So many people are so excited about this reprint. It's the 3rd time that it's got reprinted. And yeah, everybody hopes that the price will be stable. So that it's more in a kind of a budget price range for the people to play it. It is, so many people are playing this card in Modern right now, in their main decks, but also in their sideboards. I mean, I think for red win decks or burn decks, this card is super important. And yeah, maybe it's not that expensive anymore after the reprint. Good. The next cards also are really 2 awesome cards. Chalice of Void. Super expensive card. I think it's now up to $80. Really important for Legacy, also Modern. I think somebody said that it is also in the range of the 30 most played non-creature cards in Modern, I think. And yeah, because this card just can lock decks down. It can lock decks out of the game. So this card is so important, and it's always a pretty good sideboard option. So really looking forward to this card, and I definitely will buy a playset of this card. Next card, we see it on the Grand Prix and also at the World Championships, Ensnaring Bridge. I think that this card is not much to say because most of the people know this card. It wasn't reprinted that often. I think it's also the 3rd time that it got reprinted. There was a masterpiece in Ether Revolt, and yeah, it's just a weird card. A lot of people are thinking that this card is pretty unfair, and of course it is a key card for some of the most important decks at the moment in Modern. For example, Lantern Control, free win red decks, and stuff like that. So it is super expensive right now. I think up to also $40, or between $35 and $40. So it's also really good to reprint it, to lower the price. Good, and the next cards. On the left side, I just put this card in it just to kind of make a flashback. This card, Master of the Wild Hunt. At the beginning of your upkeep, create the 2/2 green wolf creature token. Tap all untapped wolf creatures you control. Each wolf tapped this way deals damage equal to its power to target creature. That creature deals damage equal to its power divided as its controller chooses among of any number of those wolves. Yeah, I wouldn't say that this card is really interesting, but it's just as a nice flashback, because it was in the back or in the past of Magic the Gathering, there were people playing this card. So I find it kind of cool that they are reprinting this card. The next card is much more exciting. Rigidon's Port. I have, I think, normal Rigidon Ports. I have a playset of this from MTG Masters. So now it got reprinted. A lot of people are super pissed because they say they have stacks. They thought this card could be maybe one of the next cards on the reserved list. They have stocks of foil Rigidon Ports. I think they're now up to $600 or something. Yeah, maybe they are afraid that the prices of this card can really drop dramatically. For me, this card was just heavily played in Standard at its time, and it's really heavily played in Legacy right now. It's important for Death and Taxes, and yeah, so maybe it is important that it's more budget. It's also the 5th most played card in Legacy. I think this is just the answer for all the questions, that this card is really played in Legacy. So maybe it's good that we got a reprint of it. And on the right side, Eidolon of the Great Rebel. Yeah, we saw this card in I think in Modern, and it is for burn decks and red decks. It is pretty good. It's a pretty good card. I think we don't have... Yeah, the next big thing will be definitely the filter lands. Yeah, a lot of people have waited so long for this card. I think they're a perfect example for reprinting it, and they are fitting perfect into this set. Cascade Bluffs, Twilight Mire, Fetid Heath, Fluted Grove, and Rock Prairie. Yeah, I think these cards are just so good, and yeah, so many people waited for these cards. I waited too for these cards to buy them or got them out of a box, and hopefully I got some of these. And now right now I think they're up to $30 or $40 per piece. And for the last slide of my presentation and my video, yeah, these 3 cards. Talia, Garden of the Traven. It's the 5th most played creature in Modern right now, but it also sees play in Legacy, and is absolutely important. This card is absolutely important to win against unfair decks. For example, it's the key card in Death and Taxes or in human decks. And 3 or 4 pieces of this card were just a playset. It's just too expensive right now. Paying up to I think $80 or more. This is way too much for such an important key card. So I'm really looking forward to get this card reprinted. And the next card, Vendilion Clique. It is the top 30 most played creature in Modern. Why it got a lot of attention because of the unbanning of Chase. Because I think more people would try now to play mono blue decks, but also white blue decks, control decks got more and more interesting for people. And yeah, of course, this is just a perfect sideboard card, but also for the main decks, it's just pretty nice. Hope to see this card more played. And it has flash, flying. When Vidilian Clique enters the battlefield, look at target player's hand. If you may choose a non-land card from it, if you do, that player reveals the chosen card, puts it on the bottom of his or her library, then draws a card. It's just a perfect card to slow down the opponent. I mean, it's just pretty nice. And the last thing, and I think it's just important because I just do like this card. I don't know why. I think it's also the artwork is pretty nice. It's Mikokoro, Center of the Sea. To be fair, I don't know where this card is actually played. I think it's definitely interesting for kind of playing with mill decks, or not mill decks, I mean to cycle through a deck, and that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that I talked not that much. I know there are much more interesting cards in this set. I just picked up these cards because I think they are the most important or super exciting cards for me, and I hope they are for you too. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and yeah, like my videos so I can make more of these videos. And I hope to see you soon, and you enjoying or looking or watching other videos of mine. Good. Thank you. Have a nice day, and see ya.